Our next speaker is going to be Rebecca Manning. So she is from Too Much Too Soon. There is a stall right here where her and her team have put some things together with some literature to have a look at, so you can actually see what is there in the school. So please feel free to check out the stall here. So I'm not going to say anything else, and I'm going to welcome Rebecca Manning.
Thank you, Lucia. Hello, everyone. For those that don't know me, I'm Rebecca Manning. I am one of the mums and dads who run the Too Much Too Young group, who were inspired by PCP Wales, and so we saw what they were doing to fight the curriculum and taking their government to court, and we thought we needed to do something similar in England. So we started a Facebook group. You'll see us all floating about in our red t-shirts. We got the same colour as PCP Wales just to confuse everyone, I think. But yeah, we're scattered about here if you want to ask us anything. So yeah, we've started this group because the majority of us are from the showman community in the UK. So we're a little known community. We run your fun fairs and your outdoor events and your things like that. So we're very old fashioned in our way we bring up our children, and very old fashioned. We believe in marriage. We don't really very often have children before marriage, and our marriages generally last quite a long time. After I spoke last time, lots of people came up to me and they were saying how heartening it was to hear that you can still maintain old-fashioned values in this world today. You can protect your children from too much information, or at least you could up till all of this started sliding into the schools. We've always pulled our children out of the sex education classes. Doesn't mean they grow up to be backwards or not knowing what they need to know. They learn everything they need to know in the fullness of time. But we strongly believe that that is not primary school, is not the right time to teach children information that they're not going to cope with yet. I'm really pleased today to have the support of lots of people from my community. They've come out, and even from our guild, the Showman's Guild of Great Britain, I've kindly done some banners in support of this, and they're happy that I'm standing up for our old-fashioned values. Everyone can still attain an old-fashioned way of life, and old-fashioned morals and old-fashioned traditions, even in this crazy modern world we're living in. Now, it's very difficult to speak up about this subject because you get called lots of names. For some reason, the fact that we want to protect our children from sexual information makes us homophobic, some people say, or transphobic. We're none of those things. We're fully accepting of anything adults want to do, but we strongly believe that in protecting children till they're old enough to make their own decisions, which is not school age in our view. But look how it's changing. There's more here now supporting than there was before. More people are realising that the curriculum is not the way the schools are presenting it. And we can change things, but we've got to start from the bottom. We've got to start with our individual schools. We need to speak to them, tell them our feelings. Don't be ashamed to say what you really think. Say what you really think. Stay polite. Question them. When they tell you they need to tell children correct body part names, ask them why. Ask them what this is based on. Where have they learned that this is what they need to do? Tell them you don't think they do. You don't believe it. You don't have to adopt beliefs that are not your own. In this world where anyone seems to be entitled to believe whatever they want, we're entitled to believe what we want as well. And we're entitled to protect our children. So we've now started a new coalition between, I think there's 17 groups in it now. There might be a few more. All the different people fighting in the UK. We are now coming together, getting organised to support. If you're a bit nervous at speaking at your school, we can tell you ways to do it. We can give you letters to send in. We can help you help your children and protect them from this and keep their innocence until they can grow up into healthy, happy adults. So on that note, I'm going to thank everyone for coming. I'd like to thank Kimberly and Lucia and the team for putting this on again and getting us all together. And this is the first time I've done it without much written down, so I was a bit nervous, but thank you everyone for listening. And I really believe we can do this. If we stick together, we can do this. Thank you.
you so much, Rebecca. Really appreciate that. I've actually got her name right. I keep calling her Rachel for some reason. That's amazing. So Rebecca has been fantastic throughout this. As I said, you know, they've got their own group going on in England, and you know, in Wales, we are there to support and help anyone who needs that, whether you be parents, whether you are teachers, and if you need extra support, there are a number of organisations and groups that you can go to throughout the UK. So Rebecca is obviously here in England to do that for you.